Today we're going to be taking a look at the Avengers vs. X-Men Omnibus by Brian Michael Bendis, Jason Aaron, and Ed Brubaker. It has a 1,680 page count. Yes, you heard that right. This is the largest omnibus released so far, and a $150 cover price. Let's get into this omnibus review. Oh boy, just gotta take a moment to soak this all in. We finally have the Avengers vs. X-Men Omnibus. This is the direct market variant with cover art here from Jim Chang. Great looking spine, huge Avengers vs. X-Men, and then you got Cap and Cyclops himself going at it on the side. Looking at the inside of the dust jacket on the left-hand side, a little bit about this story here, this big event, and on the right-hand side, the creators. Then taking a look at this amazing wraparound cover, man. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. All the X-Men characters we know and love, as well as the Avengers, just going at it in this intense, colorful, bright, just gorgeous artwork battle. Just wild stuff, man. Now, taking a look at the binding, you get a yellow ribbon here, a little eye, which is nice because this book is absolutely massive. 1,680 pages. This thing is huge. Like I said, the biggest omnibus release so far. You got the blue bookend pages there and the Avengers vs. X-Men title page. Now, you get all the table of contents here with all of the issues collected, and just like Marvel style, it is not in reading order. So you're going to get the Avengers vs. X-Men issues 0 through 12, and then you're going to get all of the other tie-in issues collected in this event here. So it does suck that Marvel didn't do the right mapping on this, but luckily we got this book printed, and I'm not super mad at it. I'm glad that we finally have this collected, and it's just an absolutely massive, beautiful book. Super well made, and this is a cool event, man. This is one of the better events in Marvel, I would say. Now, previously, this was collected in 2 hardcovers. You had the Avengers vs. X-Men oversized hardcover, and then you had the oversized hardcover companion for this as well. So this is going to include all of that material. You kind of have all the characters listed who are going to be involved in this whole storyline here, kind of like the Marvel vs. Capcom character select a little bit, and this is going to have heavily to do with the Phoenix throughout this. Before we get into kind of what the story is about, let me just talk a little bit about what came before this. So this story here takes place after the House of M event, where Wanda Maximoff herself notoriously said no more mutants and got rid of all of the mutants, and it went down to like just under 200 mutants or so. So in this story here, you'll be introduced to the more grown version of Hope Summers, who had been spending some time with Cable. She's more grown now, and this story is going to revolve a lot around Hope Summers. She was like the first mutant after everything that went down in the House of M event there. So now with everything that happened in the House of M event, I mean, a couple of the Avengers got killed by Wanda Maximoff. They're still feeling a little bit salty, and with the emergence of the Phoenix throughout this, it's not making the Avengers feel comfortable. So that is kind of what escalates this whole epic Avengers versus X-Men battle that takes place throughout this little crossover event here. So basically, the story revolves around the return of the Phoenix Force, which, you know, is just a powerful entity that has the ability to destroy planets and all sorts of things, man. It arrives on Earth, and it's seeking a new host. The X-Men believe that the Phoenix Force has returned to them, so they kind of plan to use its power to, restore mutantkind back to its original, the way it was before the House of M event took place. So they want to use this power to restart the mutant race, but the Avengers believe that the Phoenix Force must be stopped because, I mean, they fear the power of the Phoenix Force. They fear its destructive, basically purpose. I mean, that's the main purpose of the Phoenix Force, is kind of just to destroy planets and other things. So the Avengers are very fearful of this, and they do not want the X-Men having this Phoenix Force. The conflict between the two teams, it definitely escalates throughout this entire story, and it features tons and tons of sick battles between each members of the Avengers and the X-Men. And eventually the story kind of comes to a head in a final battle between the two teams, with the fate of the Earth hanging in the balance as usual. Shit just always gets crazy. They can't just have a minor X-Men or Avengers event, man. Everything has just got to be absolutely wild. So the artwork throughout this book is absolutely gorgeous. You do get a little bit of gutter loss, as you can see there throughout this book, because it is so absolutely massive. But it's really not that bad, luckily, in my opinion. There's not too much of the artwork that kind of sucks into the gutter there, but all the tie-ins and stuff are pretty good throughout this. This is one of the stronger books where the tie-ins are actually readable, in my opinion, unlike the King in Black, where I just thought everything was absolutely terrible. This was a really fun read. Like I said, the artwork just is absolutely gorgeous. You have great writers on here like Ed Brubaker and Jason Aaron. Kieran Gillen is in here as well. Just really great storytelling throughout this, and you get all these great little verse issues here too. This is versus number 2 with Captain America versus Gambit, and then you get Spider-Man versus Colossus with just absolutely phenomenal artwork throughout this. Then you have the Thing versus Colossus here as well, with also Black Widow versus Magic. Love the artwork and just all the detail on the Thing and Colossus there. Just really great stuff. Love that style, man. Just brings me back. Man, beautiful stuff. Now, if you're looking to pick yourself up a copy of this book, I get all my books from Organic Price Books, the best place to get your Omnibus and other collected editions. Super fast shipping, bulletproof packaging, and amazing customer service. Use promo code DROCK to get $2 off your purchase at organicpricebooks.com. And now use code DROCK, ship it together, to get 5% off a purchase of 3 or more books from organicpricebooks.com. Join the OPB family today. Link is down in the description. So you have this material here from New Avengers as well with Iron Fist, which Iron Fist actually somewhat has a pretty decent role throughout this this little crossover event here. He had some previous encounters with the Phoenix as well in his past. I won't get into too much of the spoilers and stuff. And then we get into some Uncanny X-Men stuff. Like I said, this book contains so much damn material. It is an absolutely massive book. Mr. Sinister there just looking really damn awesome, as he always seems to look. But the great just splash pages, so much incredible artwork contained throughout this book. You get just action-packed left and right, just situations between these two teams, Avengers and X-Men, and so many damn characters just pop up randomly throughout this whole book, which is just awesome to see. That's one of the big things that we love in these like crossover big events from Marvel, is just having all of these characters that we know and love just kind of together in some crazy, just high-stakes situation, and that is exactly what you're going to get in the material that is collected in this Avengers versus X-Men Omnibus. Just beautiful artwork, man. Wow. Definitely a omnibus that I've been waiting for a long time. I always wanted to get into this event, but I didn't want to pick up the hardcovers. I kind of had a feeling that they would have probably put this into omnibus format eventually, and we finally got it, and I'm super happy we did. You got Brood there, which is one of my favorite characters from like the Wolverine and the X-Men, Jason Aaron stuff. Get this great little interaction here between Wolverine and Cyclops. Just Cyclops looking crazy, and they have this sick little battle here, man. Amazing stuff. There you got the A-babies and the X-babies material here in the end as well, which is really just out of it, man. I always just throw these in there just for the hell of it, to just show you just some stupidity, but I don't know why the hell this is in here. This is kind of real terrible. I'm not into stuff like this, but you get a bunch of stuff collected in the back of this omnibus, tons and tons of artwork. So that is like the wraparound cover artwork there that you're gonna get on the omnibus from Jim Chang. Then you get this AVX #1 Scotty Young variant there. You got a little Mark Bagley Spider-Man down there, Assad Rebic up top. Like I said, like there's been a tremendous amount of artists that work on this. Such good artwork. You got that little X-babies and A-babies there. Throw up the X, man. But some great little extras collected in this book. Altogether, I thought like the dynamic between the two teams was very interesting. The storyline was action-packed and just really fun to read, man. So I was a fan of this omnibus. Let me know what you think about Avengers vs. X-Men down in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.